Hey folks, welcome back. I wanted to put a video together showcasing the crossbow I plan on hunting with this year. It's a cheap crossbow. I think it's made in Taiwan or something like that, but although I believe in using the best equipment you can afford, not everybody can afford a high dollar piece of, high dollar bow. So that being said, I wanted to show you the bow I plan on hunting with. It's the Jaguar Crossbow. It's 175 pound draw weight. Like I said, it's just a little cheap Taiwanese, I think, crossbow. And you can pick them up all day online from Amazon for, I think, between 100 and 130 bucks. But if you're lucky enough to live next to a rural king, you can usually pick them up between $70 and $80. Now, I was going to break down the video into positives and negatives of the bow, but I'm really just going to break it down for you as to how, what it appears to me. I have every confidence that I can take a clean, ethical shot on an animal with this bow and put it down in a safe, clean, ethical manner. That being said, it's not necessarily the most accurate bow in the world, but it's reliable enough that you can get it. It comes with a battery-operated red dot sight, and it's reliable enough, consistent enough that you can get the red dot sight zeroed in on the target where you can be shooting pretty tight groups. I'll show you that here in a second. Pretty tight groups on a consistent basis. That being said, it also comes with this little iron sight. Thing's garbage. I just left it on here just to show you that it came with it, but I'm completely taking that off there. It has the removable quiver, which is pretty good. Like I said, it's got the rail top sight mounting device, and it comes with the red dot sight. The red dot sight is really what makes this thing shine, because like I said, it shoots reliably enough that you can use the red dot sight to zero in on your scope. And what you want to do is take it's got the yardage and windage, whichever one these are. One of them essentially moves the red dot up and down in the sight, and the other one moves it left to right. So you can use that to just figure out which way you need to screw it to get the dot to move up and down, or which way you need to screw it to get it to move left or right. You can use that to zero in on your target. These are not the bolts that it came with. The bolts that it came with are complete garbage. I'd just go ahead and throw them in the trash if you get this crossbow, because they're junk. I found these bolts on Amazon. I think they're Musin arrows. They're carbon, and they come with 125 grain field tip, which is pretty good. And they seem to be decent bolts. I mean, I got them for, I think, they were 30 or 40 bucks, but it was for a pack of 12. And where most crossbow bolts or arrows you buy, you're looking at 30 to 60 bucks for a pack of 6. I figured if they could withstand the pressure of being shot from the bow, that even if half of them were crap, I was still coming out pretty decent, So I took a chance on buying a little cheaper bolt with that. I haven't got any broadheads yet. I really don't know what I'm doing with that. What else was it? Another thing you need to note on this crossbow, if you decide to get one, I don't think this is the Allen wrench that came with, but it comes with an Allen wrench for you to assemble the bow. And at least for the first few shots, keep it handy and recheck your bolts, especially with this one right here that holds the fiberglass limb in place. Because when I first started shooting it, I put it together and shot it 4 or 5 times, and then the limb fell out on me because the bolt worked itself loose. Now, I've been checking the tightness of the bolt periodically. Every time I've shot it since then, I've not encountered any more problems, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, it's got the removable quiver, and it's got the red dot sight. It's actually a red dot or a green dot sight, and it's pretty good. I've been shooting fairly tight groups from a 25 to 35 yard distance. What I did to sight it in was I got up to the target at about 10 yards, used my yardage and windage to get the red dot dialed in at the bullseye. And then I had it's got a little elevation knob right here where you can set the elevation. Obviously, the higher you go, it changes where the arrow hits. You just have to play around with that and figure out where it's at. But I set mine at like 2, I think, at 10 yards, and then went back to 3, and I started shooting pretty much dead center at 25 yards. And then back to, I think I'm at 4 or 5, 35 yards. But it shoots pretty reliably. You want to get a crossbow cocking device. They're just a little rope. I've got one handy, but I don't have it on me. It goes around the back and hooks onto the bowstrings. It allows you to pull it forward. One of the complaints I saw on this thing online was people were talking about the railing eating through the string. And I don't really think that's going to be a problem insofar as you keep a good wax lubed up on this. And it don't even matter what it is. Like I've been using chapstick. But just keep a good wax lube on this rail and your string should be fine. Other than that, that's about it. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to go show you how this thing shoots. As you can see, I need to do some adjusting. I need to bring it up a little bit and over to the. Really just need to bring it up a little bit. It's shooting a little low for what I'm aiming for. This one shot high, but this was user error because I didn't have my lever for the sight set back down. I still had it set at 35 yards. These three, as you can see, I've got like maybe a 2-inch group right here in the bottom part of the target, and I mean, pretty much was hitting right where I was aiming. It needs to go up a little bit, but you can see it's pretty accurate, so it should get the job done. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up, like it, subscribe. If you didn't, I'm sorry.